It's Zach Eats Breakfast. I'm Zach. This is breakfast. This is my guest, Yxng Gxd. That's his breakfast. There's milk sitting up on the table. We don't need that up there.
No, sir.
All right. So we got a few things to talk about today. So John Schneider has resigned as CEO of Papa John's. This morning, a story from Forbes came out in which Schneider was said to have used the N-word in a call, which is not good.
No, I mean, no, just no.
When you look like John, especially, you're not supposed to use words like that.
You want us to call you Papa. You want us to call you Papa. But
the interesting thing about this call, though, is it was a call with a public relations firm to help keep the company from having any more public relation issues.
When did it came out? Like the whole same thing went out though.
The call happened back in May.
Okay.
The story just came out this morning. So I guess they were able to hide it for about 2 months.
No, man.
But
what I was just saying is like he made a love comment before that about the whole the protest was killing his sales. Like you shouldn't. Come on, John. You ain't supposed to be blaming. That's the reason why you're not selling pizza. Like you ain't hot. Like if you ain't hot, then you ain't hot. Like don't blame the. Just don't do it, John. And don't say that word.
Yeah, it's real easy not to do. I don't do it ever. That's how easy it is, and I got a big mouth.
It's cool.
So we got a rumor roundup. I like to go over the rumors in the WWE every day. I get them from a site called Cage Side Seats, and they talk about what may or may not be happening in the world of WWE. Such as, according to Fightful, Paul Heyman. You remember Paul Heyman? Guy with Brock Lesnar? He had a big mouth and a ponytail. He ran ECW for the longest time till it went. He helped write and produce the opening segment of Raw this week, along with Bobby Lashley's interview later in the show. WWE is wanting to have 2 WrestleManias by 2020, one in America and one in another country. And then it looks like Extreme Rules will set Daniel Bryan up to feud with either Kane or The Miz, depending on how contract negotiations go.
I'm not really a big wrestling or kept up, but one thing that peaked out, Ronda Rousey is wrestling.
Yes. Yes, she is. And she is a natural. She is really entertaining.
Really?
She is picking it up really well.
Does she got like a crazy name? Like
Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Okay. That's alright. But
dresses up, but she was given one of Rowdy Piper's jackets by Rowdy Piper.
Snap.
Yeah, he's the one who gave her the name Rowdy Ronda Rousey before he passed away.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that, but that's big. That's OG.
So there's actually a promotion in Japan called New Japan Pro Wrestling. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. No. They do some crazy stuff.
But anything Japan and something is always crazy.
Yeah.
Like crazy. That obstacles course thing, I saw.
Ninja Warrior?
Yeah.
Ninja Warrior's great.
And then it's like the ones that go on like different like floaties and they trying to, and they over this big body of water and they just get knocked down. Like I was like, man.
That's
they call it Wipeout here. Though.
Wipeout. But we actually used to get the Japanese version on G1.
Oh yeah.
Back when that station
was more that I was looking at. Like I thought that was crazy. That's Japan's lit.
Yeah. Monday or Tuesday I talked about a fellow named Hiromu Takahashi. He got injured Sunday. He took a pretty rough move. His name's Hiromu Takahashi. He was defending a title at G1 Special, and that was being filmed in San Francisco here in America. I'm actually show you what happened. This is what happened. It was a botched move, and he landed not well.
You kind of threw me off because I thought you were trying to say Takashi, and I'm like, Takashi, 6'9" wrestler? The hell? Oh, snaps.
Yeah. That man, his name is Dragon Lee. He should not be doing that move, especially to somebody who is taller than he is.
Is the dude okay though?
He is. He's back in Japan now. He's getting checked up on. He was up and moving around, so that is good.
Okay.
Like the fact that he is able to move at all is a miracle, really, when you land like that.
But I don't know, man. Kind of got out of wrestling, but then I started dabbling in because it's like it's nostalgic for me.
Yeah, they're working a little bit better at getting some cool stuff going on again.
I think when I started getting back into it is when they said Hardy Boys came back and they just killed the whole thing. I thought that was amazing. Like, never can do a backflip though. Never can do that.
I can do it on Trampoline.
No, I would end up like that wrestling guy if I try to like do a backflip. Like I just can't.
Wait, no, I can't do a backflip on a trampoline. I can do a front flip on a trampoline.
I can't do neither. I just leave it alone. Better that I don't do something that I don't know. Keep my neck intact.
So maybe not. Maybe wrestling isn't your thing. Music though.
Yes.
You know the Gorillaz?
Yeah. Clint Eastwood. That's my shit.
Yep. With Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
They just came out with some new stuff too, right?
Yeah, Gorillaz just put an album called The Now Now.
Yeah.
On the 7th of July, though, they were performing at a festival, and Del fell off the stage. Tweeted the next day that he's doing all right, but he's going to be in the hospital for a bit. Alburn, who sings for the Gorillaz, had an interview on Beats One, says that Del had 7 fractured ribs, punctured his lung on one side and lacerated on the other.
Well, he was just performing.
But he's gonna be fine. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Performer just fell off stage.
I heard about the album because they said the lead singer was talking about Paul McCartney, and he was talking about Kanye West, and how he warned Paul McCartney about Kanye West's how he make music, like it was going to be kind of difficult. And I was like, oh, it's dope that they still even dropping music. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Like I always been a fan of theirs.
But yeah, I've actually seen Del perform. I'm surprised he fell off the stage because when I saw him perform, he didn't move around a whole lot.
Was it good in like live?
Yeah, he was like he performed well live. He just didn't have a whole lot of stage presence.
Okay.
Like there wasn't a whole lot of moving around. It was just kind of standing there, did a song, and his DJ talked,
Oh yeah.
introduced the next song, performed his next song.
That was dope.
Saw him up in Bloomington. I've seen a couple good shows up there. I saw. I almost said Nappy Roots. I saw Nappy Roots here.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Kilo. That shit was lit.
That
too.
was a great show.
That was lit, Kilo.
They wanted way too much for a hat, though.
Oh man, gotta get
I went-
your money, Kilo.
Oh,
Get
not
your-
Kilo.
Oh.
Kilo's was great.
Okay, I'm about to
I
say,
went to
get
buy a
your money,
Nappy Roots
Kilo.
hat. They wanted $45 for a hat.
Oh,
I ain't
know
paying
about that.
$45 for a hat.
I came up there with a beard. They gave me some like crazy stuff. That was a good plug too. So
Oh yeah,
You know,
Kilo was great. I bought a
yeah,
shirt.
I'm about to say, get the money, bro. Don't just get the money, bro.
I've had Kilo on the show before. That was fun.
He's a nice dude, man. Humble dude too.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Gorillaz, though, I got my top 5 favorite Gorillaz songs probably right now.
Man, I only know maybe 2. That's being honest.
So off the new album, there's a song called Fireflies that's really good.
Okay.
Definitely check it out. 192000 came off of Gorillaz. Kids with Guns came off of Demon Days. Empire Ants came off Plastic Beach. And number 1, Clint Eastwood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope.
and not just the original. Like I like every version of that song.
They had a dubstep one that was dope too. I fell in love with that one. They had a house one, and then like you said, every version is just dope. Like it's
There's
so-
one with a group called Phi Life Cypher that is astoundingly good.
Well, I just love it. The vibe of it is crazy. Other than that,
You do music too, though, don't
yes, I do. I wouldn't say I just talk about my everyday that's relatable to everybody's everyday.
Yeah.
So it's not like some stuff that you have to be from somewhere specific. Like you had your heart broken before. You done a couple bad decisions. You want to elevate, and then you have times where you want to just shine and just think you just that dude and that person. So I have songs for all that. So
That's the way to do it.
one project that I'm working on is called BU, and at first it was Black Unicorn because I wanted it to be different, but the song that I lead it out with on BU is just a track. It's just something that I created. Just I wanted to just wake up and just have a song for myself, just self-esteem. So I just want to project that. That's just my message, period. And everybody who's successful would tell you, be yourself.
So
Like, just
essentially,
period.
you wanted to make something
Mhm.
that was yours,
Mhm.
that you could set as an alarm clock ringtone.
Yes.
And when you wake up in the morning, you're ready to go when you hear
Why
that.
do I need anybody else's track or a lame old dot when I can listen to myself telling me about how good I'm going to feel and making me feel that? I want to make music for people who looking for stuff like that. You know, but I don't really have like everybody want to be in a category or be, this and that. I just do what I feel. That's what we do all the time. Like, shout out my homie Scorp. He always tell me just do how I feel. Do what's natural and just go in. Like, don't go. Do not just act like this is something that everybody just play around with, because everybody does.
Yeah.
But people who passionate, people who want to progress, people who put time, they elevate. So that's what you need to do if you have it. So don't just go in. Don't stop. Don't worry about who talking, who's better, who's not. Everybody trying to make it. So
Part of the reason why I do the show
Yeah.
is to get people who are like that a way to tell people what they're doing. So we got
Telling you, man. And that's
Zach Eats Breakfast. We got
Okay.
fancy cue cards. You ever heard of Patreon?
Patreon.
So
Sound familiar?
it's kind of like a subscription service that
Okay.
anybody can set up. So
like for magazines.
like for whatever it is that you make.
Okay.
So if you're a musician, you might want to release like a song a month, and exclusively through Patreon, people can get it by donating a certain amount of money
Okay.
to your Patreon.
Okay. Gotcha.
Or like a webcomic artist, a bunch of webcomic artists I follow, if you give them a certain amount of money, you get to see every day's comic a day ahead of time.
Okay. That's dope.
But for Zach Eats Breakfast, what you get is for a certain amount, maybe you get one of my cue cards that I've used that month on the show
Yeah.
with a story written on it and then personalized to you.
Okay.
We have t-shirts. We're going to have a t-shirt every month, Patreon exclusive design. Different artists each month is doing a design for a t-shirt and an art print.
Okay.
And so that's pretty cool stuff. And we're also going to have some Zach Eats Breakfast exclusive videos. I'll be bringing back my series Zach Eats Out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things to do. I go out to eat
That sounds.
and I
very-
live stream it. It
sounds-
sounds dirty.
Yeah, very
It's not
dirty.
dirty. It's not
Sounds
dirty at
like
all.
You gotta put a warning label. At Zach Eats Out, ladies.
It's like a Dimitri Martin joke.
Yeah.
Ladies.
Ladies.
Help, I'm trapped in a well and I can't get out. Ladies.
Hey, dope. You dope, man. Do he still perform or do any like get ups though?
Whoa. I've never performed.
No, Dimitri.
Okay.
But have you? I ain't trying to like cut you too, but Dimitri's dope too.
Dimitri just put out a special last year on Netflix.
Oh man.
He's gained some weight.
Oh word.
He's a little chubby.
Okay. But is he funny? Cause fat.
Oh yeah, he's funny.
Okay, cool. Like,
Unfortunately, fat people also tend to die when they're funny.
That's
I don't
true.
know why that
That's-
is. They
that's
say
true.
laughter is the best medicine, and
Yeah.
it ain't working for them.
But you make that type of money, you can get all the food that you want. So you're gonna eat, cause eats is life. Food
That's
is
true.
life.
Well,
Sometimes-
Louie Anderson's still around, and he's
Yeah.
been a hefty dude for a while.
Yeah, man. He
I don't know how that guy's still around.
he keeping it light.
Hi, I'm Louie Anderson, and welcome to the Family Feud.
No.
Or,
Family Feud.
Yeah, he hosted Family Feud back in
Yeah.
the 90s.
Who was the one that was like allegedly like hooking up with their guests? Like
Before that.
before
Before
that?
Louis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then after Louie was the dude from Home Improvement,
Okay.
the guy who played Al.
Really? Man, see.
And now we got
Family Feud.
his
Who's on Family Feud?
original Kings of Comedy,
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
I kind of think I think
Cedric
I
the Entertainer was the host of Millionaire for a little bit.
Yeah, but that was a little short while.
Yeah, that was a little short. They went through like 3 or 4 guests last year, or 3 or 4 hosts. I was like, no, Cedric's funny. Keep him.
I like
He's good.
Cedric's cool. I mess with Steve Harvey, but I don't agree too much a lot, and a lot of people know why or whatnot. But Steve got to learn how to read them cue cards. For one, because you can't be just doing that to everyday people. They work hard to look beautiful. You can't just be jacking that up. And 2, he made this book, and the book is cool. I love the book. Read the book. That book is messing up the game right now. Messing up the game bad for us who's probably not doing good, but still. But other than that, Steve, get your money, bro. Get your money. Stop making books on your own perspective, because you out here cheating too. We all out here cheating, Steve. Stop making it hot. Stop making it hot for us, G. They ain't come out with a girl version of that. I'm still waiting on that. Like, what's the flip side of act like a man, think like a woman? Oh, what's that? So it'd be like what? They need to make a girl version of that. We need some keys to that. Cause I don't know a lot about women. They all confusing me. But they think they got the handbook on us. I don't like that, Steve. That's messed up. Still my homie though.
Talking about what I do and do not know about women is a subject I will not go into publicly on my own show.
I'm saying they just need a flip book because we need those keys. He made those keys for us, and some of it's cool and some of it ain't. Some of it I agree with, some of it I don't. But still, Steve, that wasn't cool. Like, could have made a whole bunch of other books. Why you had to make that book? And they made 2 movies off that book. Like Think Like a Man and Think Like a Man 2. Kevin Hart.
Oh yeah. I didn't see those.
It's cool. It's cool.
I got a movie pass. I should see more movies than I do.
Movies? Shoot. What movies you into though?
I'll watch anything that's not a horror movie.
Oh, that's me. That's me all day.
I don't do horror movies.
I can't go anywhere or go nowhere to the movies and not see something scary. That's not my money though. I don't get that. I gotta pay to see to be moved. A lot of stuff they making now is not even like
The last really good movie I saw was it was an animated film last year, and it was called Dancer or Ballerina or something, and it was pretty good. It was like really bad, and then at the very end it got like really good and like saved
That's
itself.
how they get you. That's how they get you. And it's animated too, so they know how they cutting it up.
It's actually like a slight cut of a foreign animated film that got redubbed and released under a different title. Like it had already been dubbed in English, and then Harvey Weinstein's company got the rights to it and re-released it in English.
Why Harvey's just messing it up in the game? Why Harvey's just messing it up in the game?
And the original is rated really well on like Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
And the English version is rated horribly on Rotten Tomatoes.
What they say, dubs over subs? Is that what they mean by that?
Yeah, usually. I think they changed like the tone of the movie slightly when they redid it as well. I don't know. You got anything else you want to talk about?
Oh man, like talk about anything weird. Shoot. I'm trying to get into animation, but I don't know what's direction to go into.
Like you want to animate things?
No. Well, that's further. Like, but I'm talking about anime. Period. Like.
Oh, anime.
Yeah.
You want to get into anime?
But I don't know which direction to go.
All right. Do you have any streaming services available to you?
Yeah,
Netflix, Hulu. What you got?
All that.
You got Hulu. There is a show called Yu Yu Hakusho, and that's a good fighting anime.
Okay.
So you got a kid who dies, and he comes back to life, and he fights demons.
I've seen something like that on Netflix called Devilman.
Devilman is older, at least full lifetime wise. There's been several series of Devilman.
Okay.
The one on Netflix is newer.
Okay.
But there's been Devilman around since the 80s, I think.
That's somebody told me if I wanted it in a good direction, start off with that. And then I heard Jaden Smith had an anime out called Neo Yokio.
Jaden Smith does voice the main character in the English dub of Neo Yokio.
Okay.
I've heard a few good things about it, but mostly negative reviews.
See, I know you have his sister on there, and Decis and Meryl, they on there, like a little regular. So it kind of caught my attention, but they say like the American version is just like trash for some reason. And I'll be like, because of how it looks and how and how it's an American anime, like that's why the authentic of it is like thrown off. And I'm like, sometimes it goes a little bit slow and a little bit fast or a little bit eccentric and some stuff, and I don't get like certain stuff like that. Dragon Ball Z I was kind of into growing up, but then it lost me because it just kept
going
everywhere.
If you want a shorter anime that's really good, there's one called Trigun, and that's like a Western style anime almost, and that's really good. If you like really silly, and I don't want to say girly, it kind of is, but it's really friggin' funny. There's a show on Netflix called Aron High School Host Club, and I crack up every time I watch this friggin' show.
Man.
And both of those don't go more than 20, 25 episodes.
Alright.
So you get the whole story in, and you can watch the whole thing in a week without even binge watching, really.
It was another one too. It was like something with the Titans. It was like these
Attack on Titan?
Yeah, I seen that too.
I have not watched that. When I go to anime conventions, I do have a cosplay that is based on that.
Okay.
So what that is, from what I hear, is Spider-Man with swords versus naked giants. Is literally the best way anyone's ever described that show to me.
I've maybe seen 2 episodes, and it was just these giant beings just eating and crushing everything,
Yeah.
and I'm like, WTF? What the?
So those are Titans, and then I guess there are these people who live in the city with giant walls who fight these Titans.
That's too much, man.
And one of them gets bitten by a Titan and turns into one. He's like a were-Titan, I guess, almost. I don't know.
That stressed me out already. that just stressed me. Big people and werewolves, and I live in the middle of all that.
No wolves, though.
Oh, wolves?
No.
Okay.
He's like a were-Titan. He turns into a Titan and back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, changes back and forth. Yeah, that one's... It gets a little...
Nikki tried to put me on One Punch Man, or I think that's what it's...
I'm not big on One Punch Man. I see why people like it.
What's the big gift of it? Like...
It is...
I know that he can kill anything.
Anything. Doesn't matter.
But he's like some sad guy.
No, he's not sad. He just wants to be a hero. That's it. And he's just a normal dude. He just happens to be able to punch anything and destroy it immediately.
Like that, right?
Like that.
See,
Doesn't matter what it is. And that's what's ridiculous about it.
But how long is that? It's like a 30 minute? Is it a 30? And literally he just knock, and then it's over?
Like, it'll be a bunch of build-up, and then he'll punch, and then it's done.
We need to find out how to make this money and make some anime like that, because that's what it's at. We need to find out who make these cartoons and make our own little cartoons.
So if you wanted to start making simple cartoons,
Yeah.
best program I could recommend is probably Flash.
Okay.
You can not find a copy of it online illegally to
Yeah, we don't
download.
do anything illegal.
What you can do is pay monthly to be able to use the program.
Yeah, because that's the smart way to do it.
They do not just sell the program anymore for you to use. You have to pay monthly as a subscription of like $15 a month to use it.
I know, man.
And it's great. It's how I do it.
Yeah.
I love it
I'm telling you.
so much.
You gotta do it, man. Do it the smart way. Illegal sucks.
It's wrong.
It's wrong. If you so happen to come across it free, you know.
Somebody
Don't
has
hit
an
me
old
up.
copy of Micromedia, like 7 that you can use.
Yeah.
Or Macromedia, if you're using Windows.
Give me y'all keys, bro.
So yeah, it'd be great having you on the
man,
show, my friend.
Appreciate it, man.
Not a problem.
I want to say just one thing. My homie Apollo and Tico new mixtape is on Dat Pill. Everybody go get that. Everybody mess with. And on a lighter note or whatever, support everybody. Get money. Support everybody. Don't be hating. That's all. That's it. Cereal was bomb.
No more books, Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey. Both Harveys. We don't need it. We good. G, you good? G's good too.
Alright, breakfast is over. Means the show's over. Show ends the same way every day. And that's with these words. It's Zach Eats Breakfast. Peace out.
Deuces.
Yeah, you can be you. I'ma be me. Say you ride until I reach that position. What we gonna see by that shit? When the vision looking out of focus, man, watch how they lead like that shit. See you making moves, see you hella fool. Now they gon' eat my scraps, but I'ma be me. You can be you. I ain't cuffing nothing, I ain't saying nothing. That's what you do. When you making moves, you can make the rules. There's nothing to lose, but ain't nothing for free. You can be you. I'ma be me when I do this shit. I keep keep it G when I do this shit. Working my nerves over years with these verses, and now there's a feat when I do this shit. I'm not complaining about it, I can knock this shit out of my sleep when I do this shit. Say you do it better, say you flowing. Why you lock through your teeth when I do this shit? But it's cool cause I'm me. You can be you. You can be you. You can get them 40-yard head start, it's still gonna lose to me. Yeah. Even with a dirty word close, shawty still gonna choose the D. Yeah. I can get her wet enough between the knees and dive in the pool for free. You have no relevance. Claim that you sick of what I be the medicine. Point out who better, well that's who I'm better than. Take a few years as they cat in the back as I keep getting better and dropping the evidence. Switch up the tempo and see the comparison. Speak on myself, now they claim that I'm arrogant. All that little petty shit, call me no less than a god. When you speak of my presence, it's up to be you right now. Cooking this bitch like it's tiramisu. When you make it to the promised land, you gon' see all the smiles and then all the hands. So you see how they do. My point exactly. Y'all can continue pretending you backing me. Hate from the back, you can't hate from the back. You can be you, I'ma be me. Say you ride until I reach that position. What we gonna see by that shit? When the vision looking out of focus, man, watch how they lead like that shit. See you making moves, see you hella fool. Now they gon' eat my scraps, but I'ma be me. Me, you can be you. I ain't cuffing nothing, I ain't saying nothing. That's what you do. That's what you do. When you making moves, you can make the bruises, nothing to lose, but they nothing for free. You can be you, and I'ma be.
Perfect.